What's going on, guys? So in this video we will be painting the calipers, changing the brake pads, and changing the rotors. So for all the DIY people out there, this is a video for you guys. You save a ton of money doing things yourself, and it was only like 40 to 50 bucks. So I bought all that paint and all the accessories from AutoZone, or you could also get them from O'Reilly's or whatever store you have nearby. And my rotors and brake pads, I got those from American Muscle. I'm gonna leave the link on which ones I got. But yeah, guys, so here's the video, so let's get to it. Alright guys, so right now this is the way they're looking. So it's just stock. Alright guys, so in order to paint these calipers, I got some sandpaper right here. I got some high heat primer. I got this white paint. This is for the lettering, so I'll see how that works out. I'm gonna use a brush to paint the letters. And I got this red paint. Alright guys, so the red that I'm going to be using is called SP731, and it's called Real Red. Also, I'll be using brake cleaner to get all that gunk off. And I also got this high heat gloss clear. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, and then we'll get back to it. Alright guys, so as you can see, this is a little before and after. So there's a before right here. Pretty rusty and all dirty. It's gonna look completely different when I'm done. So as you guys can see, the rotors are pretty bad. I went ahead and ordered the drilled and slotted rotors, so it's a pretty big upgrade from these stock ones. Alright guys, so I went ahead and turned the wheel so I can have a better access to the brake. Alright guys, so I basically try to get as much as I can off all that gunk. Try to make the surface nice and clean for the primer. And this is as much as I could get. Unless I had a Dremel tool, then I'll do more, but all I use is the sandpaper and the wire brush. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this side, and then I'm gonna start priming it. Alright guys, since I will be painting the calipers on the car, I'm gonna go ahead and mask everything around it with some trash bags. So I'm gonna just cut it and then tape it around the car, and I'll show you when I'm done. Alright guys, so I got everything masked off. Now I'm gonna just start priming this one and this one right here. Alright guys, so the first coat's gonna be pretty light. Alright guys, so this is the first coat right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and give it like 10 to 15 minutes so it can dry up, and I can apply the second coat. So as you can see, I got the front and back rotors right here. I got the power stop evolution. They're both drilled and slotted. And I got this box right here. I'm not sure what it is, so we'll see right now. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this open right now. Alright, so we got the front rotors right here. Then right here we got the rear set. So since I didn't see the pads in there, I'm guessing these are the pads right here. So we'll see right now. Yeah, so here's the pad set right here. So I also bought this SVT badge off of American Muscle because mine's wearing out. I'll show you a clip of that right now. So yeah, it is the one I have on right now. It looks like it wants to crack and just give up, but here I got the new one right here. So I was looking at the pads right here, and the boxing is pretty cool. It tells you everything it has, and it also tells you how to break them in. Here's a little procedure on how to break them in, and it includes all the hardware. So these little clips right here with the grease right here, the lubricant, and the pads itself right here. And as for the lubricant, it literally tells you where to apply it, so it's a pretty easy process. So yeah guys, I just want to make a little quick unboxing video, but the next clip I'll be installing all these right here. Alright guys, so I'm doing a little voiceover since it was loud outside. So I basically did 3 coats of red, and before I applied the gloss I made sure that 3 coats of red were really dry. Then I applied 2 coats of the gloss. So yeah guys, this was recorded a few days later, and as you can see, got a little bit of chips in the paint. But all I did was get a Q-tip and I got a little bit of red paint and just touched it up. So yeah guys, this video right here is just a detailed view for those that want to do it, that want to change the brake pad and the rotors also. And so here, as you can see, you want to take that pin out that's holding the caliper together. Down right there, and then you just take out the washer that's underneath it, and the pin should slide right out. Alright, now that the pin is out, just go ahead and take out the top piece of the caliper off and set it aside somewhere where it won't be stretching the brake line or anything. You can hang it up, or like I did, I've got a little bucket. Alright, so now these 2 bolts, as you can see right here, I did have to use impact gun because they were really stuck on there. And most likely yours will be stuck on there as well. So for one of the bolts I was working on to loosen up, not even the impact gun worked. So I got a long metal pole, put it inside the wrench, and then I used leverage to loosen it up. And since these rotors were really stuck on there, I got a hammer at the top and the bottom of the rotor, and that should break it loose. Now to take these old brake pads off, all I did was use my hands to squeeze them together, and that should be able to take them off right there. As you can see, there's the old rusty brake pads right there. Alright, so here are the new brake pads right there. And as you can see, they're not all rusted like the other ones. I just went ahead and applied the grease where it told me to apply it. It told me on the box, so I just applied some on there on the brake pad. So I just applied some grease on the brake pad, smear it on there. Alright guys, now that you have the brake pads off, you're going to want to push the pistons back. And what I use a C-clamp, put a piece of wood right there in the middle, and then I tighten it up, and that slowly pushes the pistons back. Just like that, there you go. They're all evened out, and that should be enough room to put the new pads in. And the new pads, since they're brand new, they were kind of hard to push in there, so I decided to use a C-clamp to push them inside, just like that. So right here, I went ahead and put a little bit of that same grease on the rotor that's going to be touching the lugs right there. But before I put on that new rotor, I went ahead and got a wire brush and I cleaned the hub right there, get all the rust off. Now you could also spray paint it with anti-rust spray, like black or whatever. That'll be better. But I decided just to use the wire brush and take off the rust just like that. Alright guys, and what I'm doing here is I'm putting the lug nut on there so the rotor won't move. And so I can put the bottom piece of the caliper on there. And here are the bolts for the bottom piece of the caliper. I'm going to apply some Loctite on them. You can probably buy a little pack like that for $1 at AutoZone or O'Reilly's. And when you're applying this, you just want to apply a straight line across the bolt, not too much. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and put on that top piece of that caliper on. And as you can see, those brake pads, you see that little circle right there? You're gonna want that to be facing up. So you put that side in first, and then you just squeeze it on there. Yeah, might have to hit it a few times, just put it on there because they are new brake pads. Yeah, that circle right there. You want that circle in first and facing up. And facing up. Now the bottom piece, you see those tabs right there. You're gonna want those facing just how they're facing right there, like little springs. And make sure when you push down, they don't move. As you can see here, the springs did not move, which is good. And I'm just go ahead and put that pin back inside. You're going to want to push the caliper down while you're doing this. As you can see here, I did have to use a little hammer, but you got to be careful not to hit your caliper, because then you're going to chip off more paint. And like I said, for those little chips, all I did was touch up paint. All I did was use a Q-tip to touch up paint, and I applied it on there. Alright, now you just get the washer, you put the washer in first, make sure you don't lose that one. And then you put the other washer, I guess you would call it, and you put it above that one. As you can see guys, so here's the rotors and everything with the wheel on. Check it out, big difference. Now if you are going to paint the brake calipers, I would suggest getting new brake pads. And the stock ones were really rusty, so I got these new ones. Makes it look way better with the paint. As you guys can see right here guys, it did peel a little bit right here, but you can easily retouch that up with the same paint and just use like a Q-tip or something. That's what I did on the rear ones and it worked perfectly fine. As you can see guys, here's the rear one right here, and now I did paint these black in the middle so they won't get too rusted back here. Now quick tip guys, because I didn't show changing the rear brake pads. When you're pushing the pistons back on the rear, you're going to want to use this tool right here, I forgot the name of the tool, but I'll write it right here for you guys. So the front ones, you can easily use a C-clamp to push the pistons back, but for the rear ones, you're going to want to use this right here. So for this tool right here, you basically just push and rotate at the same time for each one. Alright, with that being said, see you guys in the next video. Deuces.